Hello, and welcome back to the world of assassination and the subscriber contracts. And today's contract, Patrick's Debts, set in Dartmoor, and the contract ID is on the screen now for anyone who wishes to have a crack at it, and has been supplied to us today, courtesy of Paul Anderson, 37. So moving on to our briefing, Ant is getting tired of Patrick's excuses for not paying what is owed. Send the Carlyles a loud and clear message. So moving on to our targets, and today we have 5 of them. All must be eliminated whilst disguised as the mansion staff, 4 with explosive devices, and 1 in a fall accident. And we also have only 1 exit available to us. We cannot be spotted, we can only get headshots, we cannot pacify anyone, we must only shoot NPCs, we cannot be recorded, we must only eliminate our targets, and we cannot change disguise as our objectives. So for today's challenge, we'll be starting as the mansion staff, and we're going to have a remote explosive rubber duck stored up in the library. We'll be bringing with us 2 additional remote explosive rubber ducks, along with our silenced pistol. So right from the start and off the bat, first thing we're going to do is retrieve our hidden duck. And if you haven't already guessed, we will not be getting a silent assassin rating for this. So we're going to make our way out into the balcony over the entrance hall and throw our first target over the edge. And then we're going to make our way up onto the balcony, up the drain pipe, and into Alexa Carlyle's private quarters. This is basically her bedroom and study on the top floor here. So we're just going to wait for the housekeeping staff member to move away from the table, allowing us to enter into the room. We're going to pass straight into the study room and around to our right to avoid potentially Alexa Carlyle being on the phone in the middle of the room, who will be an enforcer. We're going to place one of our rubber ducks just in the center of the balcony out the front there, and in a few moments the 2 patrolling guards will return to their posts and one of them will pick that up. In the meantime, we are going to make our way all the way down to the ground floor and into the kitchen, and just by the bottle of drink on the counter, we're going to drop another of our ducks and then make our way across the building to the billiard room and our final target, who is in this case Mr. Patrick Carlyle. He's actually just moving into a really good position, so we're just going to walk up to him and we're going to drop our duck here. There we go. I don't care what you was on about, Patrick. You go look for your own lighter or button or whatever it is you think I'm here to serve you for. Pick that up and then we can eliminate our first target. So we're going to select our next remote, and this one will trigger the explosion in the kitchen. So in order to get a nice front row seat, we're going to return to the kitchens, and just as our target is taking a drink, and we're going to blow his socks off. It looks like we sent him upstairs for something. So 2 targets taken care of, and now we're just going to make our way out onto the rear of the property, where we will have a nice good view of our final 2 targets, who will be up on the balcony up above the main living room entrance hall area where the large windows are. So we're just going to wait for both of our targets to be stood together. One of them doesn't move, one does move around a little bit. So once he rejoins his colleague, we can detonate our final rubber duck and see if we can send either of them over the edge. We just managed to get one. Depending on where they're stood, you can launch one off each end, and it's quite enjoyable to watch them simultaneously land on the ground. So with all of our targets now taken care of, all that's left for us to do is to make good our escape, and our one and only exit is the bridge exit. So we're just going to casually walk out of Dartmoor. So there we go, one more subscriber contract taken care of, and we get confirmation all of our targets were eliminated according to plan, and surprisingly enough, we met all of our objectives as well. Unfortunately, we do not get a silent assassin rating, as most, if not all of those bodies were immediately found. I have been Anubis, and I will see you all in the next video.